Imagine this. You meet a great guy and you two have some chemistry. All of a sudden, he asked you out on a date to which you agreed. But the problem is, you are having this conversation with yourself and you're thinking, what are we going to talk about? What if it turns out that this guy is a complete waste of time? What do I do? In today's video, I want to share with you 7 questions that you can ask a man on a date. These questions will help you spark meaningful conversations, and they will also give you an insight into who this man truly is. I am Emmanuel Smarth, and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I provide relationship advice for women. If that sounds like something you're interested in, kindly consider subscribing, hit the bell icon, and of course, turn on all notifications. Let's get into the video. The first question you want to ask is this: what is your passion? It is very important that you ask this question because in order to understand who a man is, you need to know what he's passionate about. You need to understand what drives him. You need to understand what is it that he's willing to wake up every morning and work towards. That is very crucial. So understanding the passion of a man gives you a better understanding of who the man truly is. The second question you want to ask is, of course, this is very simple, but you want to ask a man, what are your hobbies? What are your interests? The reason why this question is important is because you want to see if there's any sort of connection between the both of you. You also want to understand what is it that this man does in his spare time. If it turns out that this guy has a complete different interest or a complete different hobby from the ones that you have, then of course you understand if you like him, you two can either find a compromise or you two can find something that you enjoy doing together. I always say that people who plan to be in relationship should understand that it is important to spend time together, and sometimes you can spend time together by engaging in an activity or in a hobby that you both enjoy. So that is another important question that you have to ask. Another question that you should ask, but I must warn you because this will sound intrusive and a little bit forward, is this: how do you handle stress? It is important that you ask this question because it is going to provide you with 2 insights. Number 1, you will understand the level of this man's emotional intelligence. And then number 2, you want to understand how resilient he gets in terms of stressful situation. Every relationship is going to have problems. Every relationship is going to experience some external stressor. So it is important that you understand how this man functions or operate in such stressful situations. And at the same time, you can rate his coping or his coping mechanism against yours. That is important because there will come a time where the both of you will need each other to lean on. So that is why this question is very much important. Moving on, another question that you should ask is this: ask a man, what is the relationship like with your family? A family is where everything starts. A man's history, a man's childhood is very much important. Understanding the relationship that he has with his family can give you an insight on understanding who this man truly is. And I will say this to you: if a man loves you, he will tell you. He might not tell you everything, but he will tell you, maybe I was raised by a single mother, I love my mother, I love my father, or I don't have any relationship with my father. He will tell you. It is important because you want to start getting into his head. You want to know some possible issues that he has, some possible issue that he might be hiding from you. So it's important you just ask and then just listen to him. Ask as many questions as you want because it will help you understand who this man is. It will help you understand how his mind works. Another crucial question that you need to ask is this: ask a man, do you see yourself having kids in the future? This is also paramount because surprisingly, there are some men who do not want to have kids. As a matter of fact, there are some even women out there that don't want to have kids. So to avoid future conflict, especially if this relationship is going to go to another level, if this relationship is something that you both want, it is important you understand whether you want kids or you do not. Because think about it, what if it turns out that the man does not want kids? It's a problem. Or what if it turns out that you as a woman do not also want kids? It becomes a problem. So it is important that you ask this question to avert future problems. Here's a very simple question that you can ask a man, and that is, are you in a relationship? It sounds simple, but it is very vital because this is the point where you know whether this man is honest or he's lying to you. And most times, some men might tell you, well, I'm not in a relationship, which could either be a lie or true, or some men might tell you, well, I'm seeing someone, but things are not really working out, or I just got out of a breakup. It is important to ask a simple question. When you do, just pay attention. Remember, your goal is to understand who this man is. Your goal is not to criticize. Your goal is not to judge. Your goal is to see if this person is the right person for you. So ask him, are you in a relationship? And listen to what he has to say. And the final question that you should ask a man is this: what are you looking for in a relationship? This is so much vital. And there are two reasons why I need you to ask this question. Number one, in your mind, in your head, you already know what you want from a relationship. So the answer that he provides will help you understand who this man is, or if you both want the same thing. Number two is because you want to actually know his true intentions. Now, this does not guarantee that he's going to tell you the truth, but at least you know what his intentions are. There are some men that are looking for hookups. There are some men that are looking for something casual, and there are some men that are ready to settle down. So it is important that you ask this question so you can figure out if you and this guy are on the same page, or you two want the same thing, or this is a relationship that you can pursue, or this is something that you're just not interested in. These are all very important questions that you can ask to spark a conversation and to know a man better. I'm going to stop here, but I'm also going to ask you that you tell me which of this question you find to be more useful, or if there's something that I leave out and you have another question you want to add, please share that with us in the comment section. Thank you very much. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.